Parshas Chayei Shishi. In this Aliyah, Abraham now remarries. Yitzchak is sent to go. Yitzchak runs to the desert to go fetch Keturah. Keturah is identified in Chazal as Hagar. Avram remarries Hagar, who was sent away in the lifetime of Sarah. Now that Sarah has passed away, Avram, who still was lonely, lo tovios ad levado. Avram, who still might have legitimately some feelings for Hagar, goes and brings him back into the tent, back into the home of Avram. Before passing away, Avram gives now gifts to children. He does father new children with Hagar or Keturah, but they are given gifts, but the bulk of the possessions are given to Yitzchak, fulfillment of the mandate, Ki b'Yitzchak kar chazer, the promise from God that Yitzchak will be your future progeny, and therefore he gets the lion's share of the Yerusha. Avram dies at the age of 175. He's buried by Yitzchak and joined as a cameo appearance by Yishmael, who shows up all of a sudden on the scene. The last we saw, they went away into the desert. Yishmael resurfaces and appears there next to Yitzchak. The Pirkei Rabbi Eliezer notes that in the time in between, the last time we saw Yishmael, when he was ousted from the home, and now, there was actually two attempts made by Avram to go and visit his son Yishmael, who had never seen, based with Sarah's permission. He went to go see Yishmael. One time Yishmael was not home. He met the woman of the house, and Avram sensed right away that she was not appropriate for his son, and he left a message for her to change the threshold of the house, that it was not good. Yishmael then divorced that woman. On a later occasion, Avram visited again. He did not get off his donkey on both occasions. He saw a woman that was more suitable now for Yishmael and said, "Tell your husband that an old man came and said the threshold of the house is strong and suitable." And Yishmael knew that he was permitted to stay married to this one who came from better stock. The fact that Avram takes Keturah or Hagar now, only after Yitzchak was married, is interesting. The Baal HaTurim says that that's the right thing to do, is first you marry off your children and then you worry about your own remarriage. It's not so clear, according to everyone, that's the appropriate thing to do. A person who needs help, Lo Elena, they're in that situation, a single parent, needs help raising children. It's not just a sympathetic thing, but it's an understandable thing for pragmatic purposes. But also, a person shouldn't be alone. Lo tovios ad levado. So there are many therapists who note that it's not always the right thing to wait and confer with children to see whether it's appropriate to remarry. And you should consult anytime both mental health professionals as well as your Rav, your Das Torah, to understand what the best thing to do in your situation is.